Move your body. Move your body. Oh yeah. Dance, dance, revolution. That's right, Ben here again. Welcome back to 31 Days of Dance Dance Revolution, or 31 Days of DDR for short. Today, we are embarking on a journey. So, last week, you should have seen the family mat from Konami. And we're going to take you through the rest of, might have seen 15 dance pads here. And we're starting off with what I'm using for PlayStation and PlayStation 2, as you can see here. And after this introduction, we're going to move to a more normal unboxing process. So, let's work the magic of editing. Okay, so you are probably wondering what the heck this was, and we're going to start off with the funky looking bucket here. This says Dance Dance Revolution Beginners Pack. Yeah, right, okay. Although it does say 2003, I suppose it's possible, and it is PlayStation 2. So this is a Gen 2 mat. Now, this funky thing comes in a bucket, funky bucket, and the handle usually falls off. Yep, there we go. See, I don't know why they designed it that way, but I guess they thought it'd be okay for transport. We pull this down very ungraciously. You can see you got Rage and Emmy, two of the more popular characters in the game, on mock-up dance pads, and not an arcade stage. It comes with, or came with the Party Collection PS2 game and the Senyo Controller 2, so it's a second gen controller, and we'll go over those for a minute and in a minute. And then this says it's for all ages before they change to the A, B, C, D, Z rating. So that's a blast from the past. Is there anything on the back? Sure is. And the lid comes off. Great success. Oh, Uchi Day Dance Party. So you can have a dance party at home. I forgot what the robot's name was. Never really used him. How to play. Step when the arrow reaches the gauge, stationary gauge. Yep. The contents, which we just said. The game. The mat. The what? Okay, whatever. This is a pot. What? Okay, I don't know what that is. The survey card and a whole bunch of cautions down there. Konami, PlayStation 2, and the barcode. And anyway, let's try and get this lid back on. Okay, so what's inside of this? Okay, you'll see the dance pad pretty much unceremoniously stuffed in there. Honestly, when I put it back, I always wonder how the heck they fit a game in here. But this baggie here. Oh, okay, those are the pads that they're talking about. Okay, so plastic baggie, whoop, big deal. These are apparently non-stick or sticky pads, so the pad doesn't move. Yeah, right. We'll get into that. And if you know where my shirt is from, you know. If you don't, then I'm sure there'll be another video here in a few days about it. So this is the Sesame Show. I don't know if I've ever actually read this. But yeah, you want to stick the pads in the four corners, and hopefully it doesn't move. It will move, because even the bottom of this one, it's a little rubbery, but it's pretty smooth. And we'll talk about some other pads that have rubber bottoms, more quality pads that you know, don't move And also, you can buy like a 5-foot, I think I bought a 5 or 6 foot pad or non-slip surface from the hardware store or something. Because when I first bought it, I played the crap out of it. I had the original dance pad, and that got beat to hell. And then the second dance pad, but I had to put them side by side to play doubles. Anyway, let's pull this out. Oh, what is that? Is this the survey card they were talking about? Oh, there's two somethings here. Okay, a campaign for something. Kind of dirty in that bucket. Oh, well, yeah. You put a dance pad on the floor, it's going to collect some dirt. Yep, that's the survey thing. Mail it into Konami. What? No, this is a survey. What is this? No, yeah. Bizarre. Anyway, okay. And who knows, they might have moved anyway. Don't go there. Okay, so, yeah, this is, oh, God, this is ugly. You can see I still use the cushion here for the pad. And all the boxes that we open later you'll find are top heavy because the controller is at the top. Not controller, the sending unit, I guess. This is folded along the seams. And we'll talk about that also in a minute here. But, yeah, here it is. The Dance Dance Revolution Controller 2 for PlayStation and PlayStation 2. And let's set it down for the next segment. Okay, so we got Konami in the corner here. You've got your Dance Arrow Stay Cool in the middle. Stay cool in the middle, but yeah, up, down, left, and right. So, I mean, it's just a giant D-pad, PlayStation logo in the thing. You'll notice that this only has 2 buttons that will be fixed with later pads. Select and X are on the left side, not very smooth out. Oh well, and start and the circle button are on there, and like we said, the main controller sending stuff is in Konami there. So yeah, this is a Gen 2 dance pad. Not much different from their Gen 1 dance pads, to be honest, which is alright. If you are folding and taking care of your pads, I think the best option would be to fold it in thirds at the seams between the controllers here so you don't damage the wiring on the important squares. There's also a seam. You can do it in thirds. They all come shipped in 9s, which requires an additional fold on the 2 vertical seams, but it's very difficult. You have to sort of mush the controller to get it back into the box because once you open it up, it does take air and unfolds. So I've never liked the 9 fold, or well, 9 square I guess it is. 3 fold? 5 fold. I've always liked the 3 fold. And back in the day, I would even do the 2 fold, which is probably not the best option, but it's the easiest to transport and store. Where you just fold it in the middle, but you will have a fold along the sensors here on the left and right. So that probably wasn't the best option, but you know, it was young, and I was young, and probably didn't know any better. But still, I never had any real functions, any real problems that I'm aware of, apart from just beating the hell out of the OG DDR pad and then the Red Octane pad. But we'll talk about that one in a different video. Okay, what do we got next? The irony is, the way I just folded the last pad, I actually got it in the bucket, and there may have been space for the game itself. So go figure. Also, the lid keeps popping off. But yeah, that's my main pad. We'll be using that for well, the rest of the PlayStation 2 games and all of the PS1 games last week. So there you go. Hashtag 31 days. Now this beast is the Dance Dance Revolution Controller Deluxe. What? This does not come with the software. Of course, there's a caution on it. You'll see that a lot here. It's a little dirty. I didn't realize that, but I got it used. That's okay. In fact, the previous dance pad was the only one I think I bought straight up new. Out of... Well, no, that's not true. There is one... There's a... Okay, out of the PlayStation pads, that's the only one I bought straight up new for Japan. But yeah, this beast is huge and it occupies a specific place in my room. So as soon as I record this video, I can put the rest of the stuff back where it belongs. Okay, enough bitching there. There's the front. I don't know what RUD23 means. Let's see. We will at this handy carrying thing that is probably very fragile right now, so I don't want to use that too much. Is that what is it? Carry it correctly. I think it says it's gonna break if you carry it sideways. Okay, well, Stay Cool is upside down. Great. Okay, show me your moves. Konami, the classic Konami logo, and PlayStation over in the corner. Okay, get to the back. Boom. Konami and Bimani. And that is a point of contention for me because Beatmania came out just a few months earlier than Dance Dance Revolution, and thus their whole series is named after that game, Bimani, not Dance Dance Revolution, although most normal places will call it a music or rhythm game. Dance Dance Revolution controller. What do we got here? The set control includes a controller, cushions. I think those are non-slip pads again. The instruction booklet and stuff, and no games. We already know that. So there it is, and this looks like the arcade pad. The arcade feel brought home, and you can see it's deluxe. It also includes the cushions, which we said over there. Again, Konami, please read the instruction manual, nice feet, before using, and some of that stuff. Let's see here, nothing on the bottom except some ugly busted tape. Konami Dance Dance Revolution Controller Deluxe. And I'm sure the other side is exactly the same. Yes. Alright, so without further ado, let's attempt this one-handed. Obviously, I'm going to pull it out so you can see the whole thing later. But let's just open the box real quick and see how we go. So yeah, you see the pad on top, and again, as I mentioned, this is a big enough box to where it can be folded twice lengthwise. My favorite type of fold. The pads are in here. Okay, this also comes in 3 segments. I guess we are just pulling it out. Okay, and this is not as bad as I thought it would be. This is some decent quality material. You see, it is a little squishy. It is a Manor cushion, and it's got the thing cut out here for the, I keep calling it sending unit. That's not wrong, but the controller box mechanism thing. And it's got locks, so it can lock into that and lock into the bottom piece here. Okay, and the pad itself might not be as friendly here, and in fact is not, because the bag, okay, there's the opening. Oh, come on. Okay. It's upside down too. Oh, come on. Alright. So, there is the pad. And you'll see it's got a zipper here. So, you do insert the stuff, or the pads, into the controller. So, let's do that and take a look. Okay, and there she is. The Dance Dance Revolution Controller Deluxe by Konami. Nothing changes except for it is metallic gray, so it does look like the arcade. And I'm not gonna lie, this does feel very nice. I would totally use this if I could do the old setup, but no, this bad boy's got to go back into the box, and so I can save my room. But yeah, the padding is really good. I think this would be good for manners. Stay cool. As well as ease on the joints, and yeah, pretty good pad, or it feels like a good pad. It's still got the if you flip this over, this because 2000, yeah, it's a Gen 1 pad, and who knows what just happened to the pads inside when I did that maneuver. But the bottom is smooth, so you know it's not gonna be your best bet for playing the game, but it'll get the job done. On to the next one. One last thing before we put this thing away. This zipper is metal, so it is kind of rough and it's very tight here. So, and if that ever breaks, then you're gonna have a massive problem with this pad. But you know, it is what it is. And the bottom, I said it was I said it was very smooth. It's about the same. Well, it doesn't feel the same, but it does have a little bit of ribbing, so it's not as bad as a true Gen 1 controller. But like I said, non-slip matte would work perfectly with this pad. So yep, like I said, next one. And nope, I lied because I found some stuff in the box. We have the instruction paper. You can see the non-slip pat. I don't know why they're pats and not pads, but whatever. That's that. The controller itself. Said the 3 cushion sheets. That's the survey card. Or is that the survey card? Go shoot. Oh, that's the receipt. Okay, yeah, that is true. So that tells you how to do that and how to use the pads. The step plate area, how to use it. Okay, and some safety warnings because they are all about safety. More safety precautions, and then onegai. Yeah, so mind your neighbors and whatnot. Also, so like we said, there's the survey card. Boom, got this complete in box, so that's pretty cool. This is the original receipt. The person who bought it at Yodobashi Camera on this. Hey, say, yeah, this was December 8th. No. August 1st, 2000. So wow, this was pretty new. And this is my receipt from Book Off, where apparently I got it for $26.50. And does it have a date? It does. March 10th, 2005 at 3:13 p.m. Okay. Now, you can see it's ready to go back in the box where it belongs. Okay. Not lying this time. Next DDR pad. Alright, next up we have a twofer. Come along and sing the song and join the jamboree. MICKUIMOUSE. Okay, that doesn't sound quite like the Eurobeat version that's in the game, but I guess, I don't know why I have two, but I do. I might have bought them together. As you can see, the one on the left is a little bit faded there and faded on the side. So, you know, I don't know. Essentially, it's going to be the same as the other one. Ooh, but that's a little munched itself. Okay. Anyway, this is the Dance Dance Revolution controller, Disney version. You can see warnings in the cover. Nothing changes. There's the pad itself. We'll see that in a bit. PlayStation, for PlayStation use, but PlayStation is in quotes. That makes no sense. Why would PlayStation be in quotes? But then again, a lot of my students put quotes around stuff that doesn't need to be quoted. Konami Dance Dance Revolution controller. I don't know if this is showing up as pink as on camera as it seems to be. Or that is, it is in real life. Okay, there's the side. The bottom also has Konami DDR controller. And the side's the same there. Let's see what happens when we open this up. That's a shame, because, you know, this is the better looking box. I can see there's a controller, some sticky pads. Still, again, those are pretty low quality. And DDR pad. Okay, so you can tell this is secondhand because this is bubble wrap instead. And okay, there you go. Eventually it'll slide out. And okay, not to make the same mistake, we got more pads here. I wonder if I should just chuck those because they're not very good. What is this? Manor cushions. So I guess they sold Manor cushions separately. And wow, for $24.80, that's almost what I paid for the deluxe pad. But okay, that's interesting. Didn't know that was there. Another proof of purchase is what I think these are. So yeah, technically receipt, but okay, yeah, that's what these cards are. What the hell is this? This is a receipt from Get. That is so faded, I can't even make it out. That doesn't make any sense to me. Although I think I see 2 3s adding up to a 4, but that makes no sense. Yeah, no, actually, maybe it was 314 if I look very closely, but okay, this doesn't look too different. Just the illustrations on the thing have changed from the other one. That all looks to be the same. Okay, but the whole show is about this thing, and ooh yeah, that's seen some better days, but actually, you know what, we're gonna do the other one and see, well, not unbox the other one because it's the same thing, but we're gonna open it up and see if that pad is better and then combine them into the better one. But yeah, back in a minute with this thing on the floor so you can see it in all its glory. Okay, so yep, there it is. You can see Goofy in the corner there with the Konami symbol and a boombox mini with some pink fan and some disco clothes there. Mickey at the DJ table in the middle looking huge. The X buttons. Effect, reverse, yeah, so that's like a DJ table there. That's also like a DJ table here in the upper right for circle. And you'll notice it, I don't know if you can read that with the glare, Disney Enterprises Inc. So yeah, that is the Dance Dance Revolution Disney version controller. Foot again. Sorry about that. But it's a dancing game. What can you do? Okay, so yep, we've got one more pad to look at here. So back in a minute. Okay, so I did end up pulling the other one out, and it doesn't look that much better. I mean, Mickey's face is wrinkled there. That's weird. But you'll notice, yeah, this is very smooth here in the back. So I wouldn't want to use this for any extended period of time, especially without a floor mat. But anyway, like I said, we're going to box these back up and I'll show you the last pad. Okay, and for the last PlayStation pad we're going to cover, we've got Dance Dance Revolution. I guess it's 2010. This is for the PlayStation 3. Now, I probably won't get to it again because there's just so many games to play and not enough days in the month. But you'll notice, first of all, that unlike the much sturdier cardboard boxes we've seen from the Japanese releases, well, I mean, the deluxe is the deluxe, but the Disney boxes at least, and some of the other ones for other systems we'll see in a bit. This is kind of a flimsy slipcover and kind of a flimsy box, so it does tear much easier or much more easily for the US versions, as we'll see. But there's the cover, Dance Dance Revolution, rated E10 for everyone. That must be because of some lyrics. And you'll notice the pad looks very different there. It's an official licensed product, but that's a sticker over an official licensed product, which is really weird. And I think I said it's move compatible. So let's carefully flip that over. Okay, so it says PS3 Dance Dance Revolution. Game and controller inside you. A tapis de danse encuentra el juego y el tapete adentro. And of course they were, well, still got region codes, but Blu-ray's region 1 and Japan is region 1 for Blu-ray. And some places will call that region A. So whatever. And finally, we got the new Konami logo as opposed to the, although I guess that was on the 2003 bucket as well. Anyway, so that's that side. There's nothing on the top. Like I said, it's just a slip cover. That side is the same as the other side. The bottom, nothing. And the reverse side, what do we got here? It explains you need a PSI for PlayStation Move functionality. Add-on content, trophies, very stupid list by the way, which is another reason I don't really want to play it. I tested it on a sub account. Move your body to the beat. Okay, yeah, you know, they hype it up. Either you like the game going in, or I guess if you're a first-time player and you wanted to check it out, that could be useful. I have no idea. And then we'll talk about song lists. Well, we've already talked about one song list, but we'll talk about American song lists here versus Japanese song lists. Bad Romance and two I don't know. What's interesting is that this has the California Governor's Council on Physical Fitness and what is it? Sports. So that is very interesting on the back of this. So I wonder if they reprinted that for each state that did it, or if California was the only one. And there's that funky looking controller, which we'll get to in a few minutes here. Warnings, because of course there are. Okay, so let's flip this up. See, a slip cover comes right off carefully. Don't need to damage that any worse. And I mean, that's not a Sony thing. It could be a Sony thing. God of War and the PS5 are terrible. Like slipcovers are flimsy, and they tell you to throw the PS5 box out. No one's gonna want to throw their box out. And lowers the value. And I mean, if you don't have space for it, you don't have a closet really. Okay, so you'll notice this one opens up. That's so weird. And then no bag, no. So what happened? I swear I got this new. I think For transport's sake, one either this pad or another pad we're going to talk about, not today, or both, were removed from the original packaging for ease of transport, because obviously this is much easier to transport than a massive box. But how I got this here was I collapsed it and just, you know, folded this one over. What? Oh, there was a bottom to it. Whoa, that had been folded in because I transported it. Okay, so there's the bottom. So it's half a slipcover. Dance Dance Revolution Konami. It's half a slipcover. It's a slipcover without a lid. That's bizarre. But okay, so yeah, and you can see it is folded on the creases. And yep, it's very purpley. So Konami 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it'll tell you which controller port is synced up to. So I guess this is 4 players. Oh, we'll have to figure that out. And okay, there we can see on this side, circle, triangle, yes. So now we've got a feature that came with later pads, the added buttons. But yeah, we'll lay it on the floor and get into that. It also has, they use this as liner for protection. And look at the bottom, it's rubberized. Hey, they figured it out. But like I said, this is a 2010 model. Okay, so it's going on the floor. See you in a few seconds. Okay, and here is the pad laid out. You can see from the bottom, there are warnings in 6 languages. Good Lord, printed on the mat itself. That's just nuts. And like we said, there's the addition of the triangle and square buttons. Not really sure what they would actually do or why they would be there. Dance Dance Revolution changes the Stay Cool. And yep, 2010 Konami Digital Entertainment. The arrows, it's kind of cool. It's very futuristic. I like it. Select Konami on the mat. Although I understand the company logo is red, but when the rest of this is a purple and kind of pink, you couldn't match it up. Just saying. And start button. Oh, up there you've got an off-center PlayStation logo button there to turn it on, and like we said before, the 1, 2, 3, 4 for which controller it is registered as. Yep, so those are my PlayStation Dance Dance Revolution pads. Well, at least as many as I have here. Like I said, I've got a few others back home that aren't seeing any use, but they saw a lot of use back in the day. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying 31 days of Dance Dance Revolution, 31 days of DDR. If you're playing along with me, let me know what you're playing and what your favorite songs are and what your favorite dance pads to use are and what system they're for. So yeah, that'll be good. I'll be back with another game video in a few and another dance pad unboxing video in a few. And until next time, have a good one.